So with that, ladies and gentlemen, as we return to what can only be considered, oddly enough, one of the coziest rooms in the entire bureau, my name's Allison Cruz, and welcome back to Control, where we are about to take on our next mainline mission, which involves finding this mysterious marshal in the parapsychology offices of the research sector, one of my personal favorites. Now that the directorial override is lifted, we can finally head on down and see what this is all about. And so here we are. Now, be prepared to be greeted by some very interesting imagery here. As
Sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Thank you, Mr. Darling. I truly appreciate that PSA. So this area is pretty massive, and there's a lot of different places that you could potentially find yourself going to. So don't be overwhelmed just in case, you know, there's a lot of doors, because there's plenty enough to do here with or without any sort of help from these guys. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of you. Please and thank you. There was an executive mission that we could do if we really wanted to. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to, though. Stop that, man. I don't appreciate your business. Because the specific mission that we can do in the executive sector is one of my least favorites in the entire game, and it involves basically an escort mission on protecting some AI friendlies, which are just really bad. Not a huge fan. So if I can hopefully avoid it. Hey, don't. How dare you, Mr. Sniper? Alright, so if I can find some of those hiss charged, that'd be good too. Alright, here, I'll try one of these. Yep, there we go. Boom. Alright, who is that? Oh, there you are. You and your friends are just there's a lot of you over here. Alright, you must have just spawned. Ugh. Okay. So, I probably shouldn't have come immediately into this little corner, but that's fine. We'll do just nicely on our own. So, get out of here, man. Okay. So that wasn't too terrible, I guess. Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't like the sound of that. So here's another example of these nodes here. We gotta go and destroy these in order to make our way to parapsychology. So, do that just fast enough, and the way will be cleared. Now there's still a ton left to do here, a lot of which we can't actually access just yet, so let's go ahead and grab this, and we can probably take a look at some of our nifty little goods that we found, because there are quite a few, including shield boost amongst other things. So let's take a look at that, and you know, I might run over and just show the personnel protection. It's really annoying because a lot of the enemies you fight will end up being ones that suicide into the friendlies, and it's just not very fun. And sadly, we do need to take the elevator back up. So we've got one of those, don't need it. This is 25. Right now it's at 22, so that's good. And I think we're probably set. I'll get rid of that, get rid of that. And shield strength, don't really need it. I'm not going to waste a mod spot for it. I'm still looking for better things here. Damage while low on health, no. Ammo refunds, not really that great. Accuracy, I'll just kill. Don't need it. Don't need recoil. Just not a fan. And I'll just get rid of all of these. I'm not going to use any of them. And we're going to start finding some more rare things here shortly. So let's, maybe we'll do a quick little look around the place, because the research personnel, whatever thing, generally doesn't take all that long. So we'll go over here to this lovely, extremely shiny shelter. And there's treasure, and also some more research notes. That's always nice. Shatter recoil efficiency. Well, there's a rare mod. Perfect for the shatter if I really want to, but minus 13%. Not great. Definitely just want to go ahead and deconstruct that for the lovely amount of points it gives us. And we're going to explore this upper area first because there's not really a whole lot here to do, but plot-wise it does offer a little bit of variety. So, a plant complaint? Alright. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants and research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and plants seem to like it, but maybe he could switch it up a bit. Yeah, this is actually going to be something to remember for the future, surprisingly enough. Okay, so we are good in here. And just amongst other things, we can find floating man here. Just, huh? I don't understand. Synchronicity, that's going to be important also. So I love how you can just like move the projector and just have it like anywhere. It's just little things like this, I think, just add to just the charm of the game. It's cool. And you can also like influence these guys or accidentally kill them because you're too overpowered. Alright, so we're gonna go explore this upper area real quick because all the action happens downstairs initially, and this is actually going to take us to Dr. Darling's office. Also some dimensional research that we will not have to worry about for quite a while, but still would be a good idea. And there is plenty of secrets to be found here, a lot of which we can't quite access just yet, unless you decide you want to finagle it by, you know, jumping on bins of cardboard only. So we head to Dr. Darling's office. We get some pretty interesting things, such as this HRA thing. And by the way, so I've been thinking about how I want to edit this project as far as just watching projector footage that is interesting. And it turns out you can't, and I say it like it's something I haven't mentioned before, you can watch these things from the main menu in full screen. You don't have to watch off of a screen. So for example, the projector that's going on right now is this.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
So I figured that one was significant enough to show because HRAs are kind of pertinent to the story, but you can watch all of the cutscenes right here, and so kind of a cool little thing. And I doubt that anyone really has gone through and taken the time to explore everything. By the way, did we already collect? Oh, 80. Okay, interesting. But yeah, this is his office, and it's just kind of a cool little place to get a little bit of insight on things. I don't know, man. It's definitely ripe with information. And you can also activate the metronome if you want to. So there you go. So yeah, that is more or less everything up here. We can explore a little bit of dimensional research, but we can't really get very far. And this actually leads to one of the coolest points of the entire game. So we'll deal with that when the time comes. You might get some alternate text of just, you know, Jesse saying, I don't know what I can do here, but we'll ignore that for now. And if I'm not mistaken, actually, I wonder. So, yeah, I think I might be able to make that. Okay, let's see if we can do it before we head back. But I'm going to make a good old leap of faith here. And we're going to go ahead and dash all the way over here for a secret area, or a hidden location, rather, where you get ourselves an ability point and also a random treasure. This one wasn't so great. It was the blip of the astral variety. Damn. I was, got my hopes up a little bit, but all right. So let's get out of here. I'm not entirely sure. It says go to the mailroom. That's good to know. The next sort of control point, I don't think is for quite a while, actually. So that's fine. I still want to explore a little bit of the bottom sector. Let's head on back up to Executive. And from Executive to the mailroom. So back to where we fought Tomasi. We have to protect the FBC agents, and it's very annoying, like I already mentioned. Your friends will die so fast, and if you get too gung-ho with, you know, using your launch ability and tossing things, enemies will take advantage of it. So we'll just go ahead and just, yep, we know. Stay away from all of these capsules, please, if you dare. And any second now, we're gonna get a bunch of hiss. So we just gotta hold off and wait. And this is just another side mission that you can do. If you wait too long, unfortunately, how did you go up there by yourself? Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with, oh boy, these enemies. Okay, we'll try this. And maybe one of those. This is bad. No, get away from that. Okay, so he's gonna run in there like a goddamn maverick. No, get him, thank you. Well, who else are you shooting at? Is there someone flying? Who else could you possibly... Here you, right there. Okay, yeah, they just get right into the thick of it, and it's very, very annoying, because they die like no one's business. Here, I'm just gonna save myself for a second here. Get some extra damage. Get that out of here. Don't need to deal with that. And... done. More of you guys. Yeah, so you don't want to spend too much time waiting to activate this. But we do need to kill everyone. Alright, you're down here now. And these, I generally will not show all of them just because I think it's kind of a waste of time to show them all. There's a guy with a rocket launcher. I just would rather not waste my life trying to save the lives of these men who otherwise don't care. So, don't run up in there, man. I can't heal you. Alright, that was all you. We're gonna barely fail this, aren't we? Well, maybe. And surprisingly, there aren't a lot of the kamikaze guys that just run in and try to kill you. And I was hoping, oh, there we go. I spoke way too soon. There we go. So these guys you really gotta take out fast. I forgot to put on more board countermeasures. I should have done that a lot sooner, but what we can do actually is either kill them before they have an opportunity to get close, or I can seize them. Wait, I don't have seize yet, do I? There we go. So we could do one of those. Yeah, I guess I don't have seizure of assets just yet. This is bad. Oh, we have a cluster now. That is bad. Get back, please. Can you? Jesus Christ. Oh, and I failed. So I think everyone just disappears after the fact, but if they all die, then you can't do it. Just keep in mind, it's a completely optional thing. It is good for getting new materials and things like that, but for the most part, it's just kind of a waste of time, and I won't bother doing it all that often. At least not on your time. So, evade energy cost, not too bad, but I'll get rid of it. I thought maybe we might have gotten... Nope. Nothing good. Alright. Out of here. So, let's go ahead and double check this real quick before heading back. We can now turn this in for a rare personal mod, health recovery. Nice. Surge maneuvers, which we do not have, so we can't do any of these. I should probably just get rid of the stuff that gives us random materials. This would be good to have now, but we'll just get rid of it. We kind of don't want to settle for less. Hello. Absolute weapon mod this early with charge? Well, we don't have charge and we don't have surge. We're not going to be an executive, but if I can just get rid of that. We might be heading off to research right now, so we'll go with that. It's only common, but still. Damn, dude. You know, I'm going to get rid of this too, because materials are just not super great either. All right, and demolition experts. We'll take that. Okay, so with our one ability point that we got, I don't think we can purchase anything, so hold off on that. Although, hello, sweetheart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably my weapon of choice, is the Pierce. And it's fantastic because it's basically like a charge magnum hit, and you can only shoot twice before your gun overheats, but man, does it hit hard. So we're going to be saving up for that, and I will meet you guys back at research. Alright, so before heading directly over to parapsychology, which we had already just unlocked, we're going to continue on downstairs where more enemies are going to spawn. It's fine by me. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of you. There we go. Boom. Alright, demolition expert down. It looks like everyone decided to spawn back, which is okay. Just not when they're right behind me. Don't appreciate your business, sirs. Here, we'll try with some of this. There we go. Sure, can you guys give me some good stuff? Because now that the Pierce is in our inventory, right for construction, I certainly want that. And of course, now they're all dead already, so I gotta find a control point, which I think actually, this might be right inside that door, but you might need to go through a little bit more to do it. I would have thought this would have been a decent place to put one, but there's one roughly somewhere up there, which we cannot access. Or up there. Yeah. It's kind of in a weird spot. So we'll keep looking around. There's a decent amount of things to be found around this bottom area, especially like this. So bizarre. So if you're absolutely curious enough, you can definitely head down this shaft. Keep in mind, the enemies you fight down there are going to be at least, I want to say, level 6 or 7, even up to 9. So I would probably hold off on that for the time being, because there is a time and place to head down there, and getting killed in a single shot is not something I relish doing. So let's go head down here for, I think, acoustics. No? This is kind of a cool room. So we head in here, and Poets of the Fall.